Hey y'all, welcome back. Okay, I haven't been live in a minute, but I am back tonight. I'm not going to be here long because I have other things. I have a meeting at 7, honestly. That's why I'm not going to be here for very long. However, I thought we could budget. I thought it would be good to jump in and talk some numbers, crunchy, kind of see what we got going on. I should have posted this earlier, but I have Sunday brunch and I was doing too many other things to post this. So I thought I would do it now, but we're going to crunch some numbers and kind of see what things look like, where we are with our numbers. And you might all see this later. If you're not able to see it now, it's no problem. I'm not at my desk. I'm sitting in my chair with the heater on because it's cold and I'm doing all the things. All right. So we're budgeting. We got child support in last week. Excuse me. We got child support in last week, and there's a couple things that I had to pay. There's still a couple things that I still have to put money for, sinking funds that did not get synced last month. And so I need to allocate for those. And then I needed to make some purchases this week for Jackson because Jackson is just growing beyond. Jackson is just growing. He's tall. He is his foot is big. And hey Kim, y'all chime in and let me know where y'all are chiming in from. And so I only got, it was a smaller deposit this week, but I did want y'all to kind of see where we were going as far as for the budget thus far. Now I had a members meeting. We have members meetings. So I think I have, whoever's a member, if for some reason you are not meeting with us, you are more than welcome. We have a members meeting twice a month. We have had a couple months where it's just been a little sketchy with me trying to get in because of schedules and stuff. But we meet twice a month, the second and fourth Saturday. Hey, Belle. That sounds very good. I'm glad you got your meal together. Hey, goodbye. Y'all come get the dogs. Brenda and Bridget are over here acting like they don't have no home training, so I'm putting them out. So anyway, I wanted to just share kind of where we are with the budget and then how we're going to be moving forward, because there are a couple things that we're getting ready to do, and I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of those types of things. So I'm going to share with you my budget sheet. Let's just move on and do the things and not procrastinate. Let me share. There we go. Share this sheet. I'm just going to share the budget sheet. Now, a lot of people would ask me, this is in every description box that I have. It is also on, excuse me. I Googled it, and this is what I came up with. I've been using this for a while now. Hey, now, how are y'all? Glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so this is what we have thus far. I have my monthly payroll deposit at $3,378.62. Child support came in at $440.60, but we also got another child support payment this past week. So I'm going to put in, where's my note? Did I do a note? I didn't do a note. So I'm going to insert a note here because I have to allocate for some child support. So child support number one, I'm going to say that was $440.60. And then I got child support number two, and that was $181.46. So you see how the numbers don't necessarily always match up. It's different every single time. And I don't remember the last time it was the same. So that's going to be 16, 06, 2, 12. So 6/22/06, 6/22/06. I believe that's right. Where's Rachel? Rachel can help me count if I got it wrong. Somebody tell me. 6 carried. Okay, so that's 6, 10, 2. Oh, that sounds very nice. I love a good, thank you, Rachel. I love a good potato mash with eggs for dinner. Okay. So that's what we had as far as child support thus far. And then $293, that was actually from last month's YouTube money that came in that I just added into my budget just to keep it all together for now. Now, moving down, that gave me $4,293.68. So this week, let me see, that money came in on Thursday. So I've got to allocate those funds that came in. They came in on Thursday. The 181.46 is what I'm allocating for at the moment. And so I'm just going to scroll on down, and I got, for tithe, I did $20. For my offering, I did $10. Now Jackson needed some clothes, so I actually put some money towards his clothing, but I also put some money in his savings. So let me go back up and find his savings. He got $25 in his savings account. And then I think I put it in his high school account. So let me see. How much did I put in there? I think I put $25 in that account as well. So that only gave us, let me see, how much did I spend thus far in all of that? $80. So that left $101 left. Now, I went and got my nails done, and I went and got my toes done. I don't typically do both, but it was the last of the season for feet, so I did get those done. So that was $115 altogether. Now, I had some money put aside for my nails because it was on the other sheet. And then on Saturday, Jackson got a haircut. That was $30. And then for clothing for Jackson, I went and spent another, let me get my life together. I think it was another $147 for clothing. And I don't think I'm going to put it on this sheet because I took it out of some other money. I didn't take it out of any of this money, but I took it out of some other money. And so it'll make my account go into it'll make my account go in the red. If I put that money in, I'm already in the red. Look at this. Look at this. Already in the red, period. Let's go back up and figure out what all has gone out thus far to make sure, because I should have some money left over in there, and I've got to make sure that I didn't forget something. All right, so $4,293.68. So $1,000 went to the mortgage. $180.30 went to my electric. $113.54 went to the water bill. $95 for Jackson and my cell phone. $94.99 for the internet. $50 went to the household budget. $120 for Mr. Jerome. $54 went for the recycling, the pest control, and the yearly pest spray. We actually have a pest spray coming up Friday, which I have the money for that already saved in a sinking fund. Scroll on down. I did the Amazon Prime, the Pure Flix, Healthways Gym came out, Jackson's Gym came out. I'm trying to figure out why that says 42. It should only be 21. I got to figure out what I messed up. I messed up something. See, it's always good to go back through your numbers because you're going to find something that you had the opportunity to mess up on. And Jackson's Gym is that opportunity. $21 came out, but why did I take it out twice? It should only be out one time, not twice. Because it comes out on the 5th and the 25th. I mean, the 5th and the 21st. So what was the first Friday of October? It should have came out just that one time, that Thursday, not the Friday. So I know that was the one mistake because it comes out again on the 21st. It doesn't all come out at one time. So that's right now. Okay. Then his high school clothing fund was $75. So I took money out of that account to buy some clothes. And then I also had to take some money out of another account just to make up enough. And I'm going to talk to y'all about the clothing in just a second. I do want to talk about that. All right, my new laptop or my new camera, I'm going to talk to y'all about that as well. My Netflix came out. Let me go back and put that in. Netflix came out. Where was that? Let me see. That's $17. So I'm still in the hole, but I'm not. I was already operating at a deficit when I look at the total budget versus what had come in already. So I was already in a deficit, but we'll chat about that in a second. Okay, let me keep going. Groceries I did. Summer groceries, I put money there. Preps, we put money there. And then eating out. Why do I have $208? What is this? Let me figure out where I ate, y'all, because I don't remember going nowhere to eat out. All right, let me see where I went to eat. Anybody remember where I went to eat or why I have that money put there? Okay, where did I go? $90 on Wednesday. And then another $118 on Thursday. Okay, so, thank you, Rachel. I was thinking pancakes and pajamas might have been something. And then I had to go to my grandmother's for her birthday. So I had to go to South Carolina, and I did give her money for her birthday. I'm not sure that I didn't eat, though. That I might have been counted in there, but I know pancakes and pajamas cost me something. See, this is why I need to write stuff down or put myself those little notes. Hurricane. Okay, hurricane. That might have been it, Rachel, because that was in the first week. So that might have been some hurricane relief money that I should have put it here. Now I'm going to talk to y'all about everybody that donated for hurricane relief. I have either put that money. I've either done the shopping. You saw one video with shopping. You'll see another video. It's coming out. It's just slow to roll. There's another video with, because after I had done the first shop, like 2 more people sent. So I did another shop. And then after that, 2 more people sent. And so I donated those 2 amounts to the charity because there were no more trucks leaving that I was involved in. But I did donate that to my friend Beth and her husband, who took a trailer up last week, and they were also taking another trailer up this week. So that went to, those 2 last payments went to the Pence family, who was filling their trailer to go up to Western North Carolina. I think they went to Swannanoa. If y'all have been hearing on the news, I think they went to Swannanoa. So these 2, thank you, Rachel. This is why I need Rachel in my life, was for hurricane stuff and pancakes and pajamas. So I want to make sure that I know where the money is going. But I typically make myself a note, and I got confused and forgot my note. All right, back to, so that was eating out. I should have named it something different. That's why it's throwing me, because it says eating out. Now, personal hair care and nails, I think I actually put my money that I had planned for my nails. I think I put that money towards some of the hurricane stuff as well, because I didn't get my nails done the very first week. I just got them done this week. I still have to put money towards the sinking fund, which I'll catch that up next week. My recreation and travel vacation right now, I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not thinking about any of that. I'm perfectly fine not to put any money there. For Jackson savings account, I put $75 in. This is the last month that I'll do savings for Jackson, because for November and December, those first couple weeks, we save for his Christmas list. So I give him money for his Christmas list. He does not have the ability to make money at this moment because he's just 15. So I give him money for that. So I save 10 months for him. And then for the last 6 weeks of the month of the year, I give him $25 each week. He saves that up and he gets stuff for his whoever his list is. Sister, I've stopped doing that for her because she saves her own working money. And so she takes care of her list. I take care of my children and my son-in-law and anybody else I need to take care of with my supplement that I'll get at the end of this month. For Gracie and Queenie, now here's something I picked up from last month. I went to look in their account and they still had money in there. And I couldn't figure out how Grace and Green had money because I buy their heart stuff. So I put $100 in there. Their heart stuff costs like 80 some dollars for two of them. So they should have only been like $15 in there. There was quite a bit of money in there. So what I realized is my main debit card and the debit card for the sinking fund, they're both the same color. And so when I went to the vet last time to pick up their stuff, I must have just paid for with my regular debit card because their money was still in there. So I didn't give them any money this time. I didn't give Gracie and Greenie any money because they had money, because I must have paid for it with my debit card, because I've done that twice now with two different things. I was trying to use my sinking fund account and got it confused with my regular account because the cards are the same color. They are different, but they're the same color. Jackson's Global Cash, I did give Jackson some cash because I wanted him to have a little bit of money on his card. He likes having just a little bit on his card. Gas, I took out cash for gas. For my oil change, I still have to sync that fund. I just got my oil done, so I'm good right now. This is the month I need to actually sync it moving forward for the next couple of months. Tires, I do need to keep putting money in there because while my tires did pass inspection, they are getting lower. And so I just need to be saving up for new tires, which will come soon. I've already went ahead and saved for my car insurance and my registration for next year. I just got my car inspected. We got our registration. And so I am saving now for next year's registration, starting in October. My registration is due in the end of September. Moving down, as far as tithe, I did $624. And then for my other ministry, $312. That puts me at $4,290.83. And I have $2.85 left in everything that's come in thus far. So just a minute ago, I was short $1.15. Now I'm to the good for $2.85. I knew I wasn't behind, but that's kind of where we are at the moment. Now, I'm going to stop sharing this. I'll come back and chat with you guys to talk a little bit about a few things. So the hurricane relief. So everybody that gave the first day you saw it a couple weeks ago on my grocery haul, I did a shop for that. Went out, did all the shopping, donated that. I went to a meeting on a Thursday and a Friday. So I took stuff that Thursday to that meeting and then after that, like two more donations came in. I can't remember the names right off the top of my head. I apologize. I think it was Miss Lovely and somebody else. Was two ladies, I believe. So I went and did another shop Thursday after I left the meeting. I took those items. It was a bigger amount of stuff this time because we were trying to get stuff off the list. And so we took that Friday. And in the video, I've uploaded it. It's just not live yet. You'll see the people packing up the truck. I didn't actually help pack the truck because it was so many people helping. I just took video. So you'll see all of that stuff that we donated as teachers in this meeting, everything. And of course, y'all donated. Then after that, I had two more people. Bev sent, and then there was another lovely, I can't remember. I'm sorry that I'm missing the names. I should have wrote them down. Sent. And so with those amounts, I donated that to a family that I knew was going to Western to take supplies. So I sent that to them and let them, because they had been there already knowing what they needed. And instead of looking at the list, which is a list one of our teacher friends sent us for the meeting, I let Beth and her husband Steve and their team decide what was needed go into the area that they went to. And the reason is because if you go online and you're looking up things, they'll say what we feel like is helpful may not be helpful in that moment, right? And so if your boots on the ground, which I am not, I might send clothes. Well, they don't need clothes. Here's what's really getting ready to happen and where the rubber will meet the road. It's October the 13th here. Well, it's already crisp and cool here in the mornings. We still have some weather in the afternoon. It's a little warm, but in the mountains, it's much cooler there. So they need blankets and sleeping bags and tents. People are actually sleeping outside. They don't have a home. Their whole house picked up and moved or totally lost. I mean, they were shoveling out mud from inside of businesses and stuff. So I wouldn't know what was needed this week because they say that those needs are changing every week. So I felt better donating it to a cause and to people that I knew could get what they knew was necessary. I've seen several different YouTubers on here donating things and like, oh, we picked this up, but this would have been helpful. And again, it's those people who are there. So if you donated, we appreciate that. My kids and I also, we put money in as well. Again, we'll never ask you to do anything that we haven't done ourselves. And very rarely do I ask for people to help. But I knew that some folks might have wanted to and didn't know where to do it or how. And so because I am in North Carolina, I'm a little bit more aware. And Tropical Cyclone 8 had hit us like the week before. It hit us on the East Coast, and then Helene came the next weekend and hit the West Coast. So it was like two different places were getting slammed, and we were out of school for a whole week. The kids were out of school for a whole week, and plus a couple of days, I'm sure, on the East Coast. We don't know when the West Coast is going back. We see people are slowly trying to matriculate themselves back into normal life, but it will never be normal again. So anyway, I wanted to make sure that I said a very big heartfelt thank you from those people and myself for trusting me to do the right thing. And again, like I said, you're going to see a video with all of that. You'll see all the stuff I was able to get. And then we actually ended up getting 3 trucks because so much stuff came in, way more than they thought was going to come in at that meeting. And so they had to have the plane, one of the private plane was being flown in to take supplies, but we took so much stuff that they had to then transport it in trucks. They couldn't get everything on the plane, the private plane, to take it in. So, and it's just crazy, like, to think of that, but the destruction was a lot. So then, what else was I going to talk about? I was going to hit something else. Let me go back and look at my sheet because it'll remind me what I was going to talk about. Jackson. Okay. So here's the thing. And I think every parent has to gauge their kid, right? Your children, every parent's parenting is different. Every parent's budget is different. So don't judge me based on what I'm doing. I won't judge you based on what you're doing. So I noticed, I think it was last week, it probably was before then, but Jackson was going out of my house looking like he did not belong anywhere. He was looking like he didn't have parents, if that makes sense. Like, why are you looking like this? What is the problem? Now, partially that's just because Jackson's so nonchalant about life. He doesn't think about what he looks like. He doesn't care what he looks like. He's clean. He takes a bath, but he doesn't think about anything else. And I am like, sir, you are in 11th grade. We are not going to be going out of here looking any type of way. So I went through his stuff to make sure you'll see if you follow our reels, I put up a reel showing us going through his closet. Several things needed to be pulled out. And so with that being said, he didn't have a lot of clothing for this time of the year. He had several pairs of pants I bought at the beginning of the year, but he's grown again. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not fooling with you. I'm going to go ahead and take some money and I'm going to just go back to the store. Now, here's what this is the battle that I fight in my head where money is concerned. I don't worry about not having enough, but I worry about not having enough, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't want to frivolously spend just to be spending. But sometimes my non-spending is not helpful when there is a need for something, right? I'm trying to explain it right. I'm probably not, but he needed some things. Now, I save money for Jackson. I have money put aside for him. But what good is the money just building if he has a need for things? So I had some money in the high school account, but he has to wear big people clothes. Jackson wears a man size clothing, which is not the same price as Garanimals. He can't wear that no more. So I'm having this battle with myself in the store. Do I take the money from his savings account? Do I take it from here? Do I put it? He's got to have it, but we can wait. But what about this? But what about that? And I'm having this battle with myself and in the store while I'm trying to find some things for him, because you cannot go out of this house looking like you don't have parents. It's not going to work for me. And so finally, the Lord is like, Shakema, just get the boy what he needs. And I'm like, okay, God. But here's how God wants me to be blessed. I'm telling y'all, God blesses me, and I don't care what nobody else got to say. I don't care if you like it. You can do what you want to do. Live your best life. I went to the men's section, and I happened to see a clearance tag. And I'm always going to go check out the clearance tag. I don't know about anybody else. I just want to see what's over there. Well, lo and behold, they had jeans. Nice men's jeans for $5. Those jeans are $24, $25, $6, $7, $30 a piece. And they had them for $5. So I was able to pick up him 3 pairs of jeans. Now, the one thing he doesn't have that I still have to get is a belt, because the belts that he has 2 belts. They're too small. He's grown again. It's like every week he grows. I can't even deal. Trandon didn't grow till he had moved out the house. Now this boy is just growing forever. So I got him 3 pairs of jeans. So I was like, okay, well, let me look and see if I can find a couple of shirts. He's got short sleeve shirts. And again, he doesn't think about what he looks like when he goes out the house. He showers, his clothes are clean, he's fine. But he'll go out looking all type of way. And I'm like, son, this is not what we're doing. So I was able to pick up, I think I got a button down, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish long sleeve shirts. Happened to be walking by one of the little tables again. I thought the shirts were $7 each. Got to the register, they were $5. So I was like, okay, God. So I got 5 of those shirts. I got brown, I got a white, I got a blue, I got a gray, just all the basic colors, so he can mix and match his things. And then I got him a black and white button down. I think I got 2 shirts that have something like a graphic or something on the front. So he got about 8 shirts and 3 or 4 pairs of pants. And that cost me about $100 and some odd dollars. So I had to get past, this is what he needs. I think the main thing as well is I put so much pressure on myself. This is true. Y'all pray for me. I put so much pressure on myself to be perfect for YouTube, because I don't want people to think I mismanaged the money when I need to get something for my kids. And if I'm going to tell you my budget, then I'm going to tell you the things that I did. Like, it almost like really hurt my feelings to tell y'all spent that much on my nails. But I don't typically get my toes done. I just get my nails done. And it was like, no, you need to get both of them done, because it's been a minute since you did it. But like, what are the people going to think? Does it really matter? I mean, I work and I pay ahead a lot of my kids' stuff. And then sometimes I recoup, sometimes I don't. And this is just one of those. It's life. But none of y'all share your numbers with me. And so it's just a pressure sometimes. You're in this pressure cooker. And I'm like, Lord, I can't live that way. I have to be free in myself to get my kids what they need. And that's just how it is. And I say kids because it's hard to not think of Alana. She lives here, but sister takes care of all of her stuff. I never have to worry about sister. She takes care of all of her things because she's just responsible. And I'm very thankful for that. And she's been getting some good hours at work too. She's been having to work over a little bit here and there, and it's been helping towards her bottom line. So I'm happy for that. So with that being said, Jackson should be set. Oh, the other thing was his hair. When we went to the wedding in May, we went to have him a haircut, and we've been going to the same place for years and years, years since Jackson was a little boy. And the guy's been doing okay, he's been doing good. All of a sudden at the wedding, he jacked up Jackson's hair. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out what is happening right now. Why is this not working? And every time he's gone for a haircut, since then, the haircut is messed up. Now it's $30 a haircut. It's not cheap for a haircut. I went to get my hair cut. The guy messed up my hair. It was a different guy, same place. I'm not going there again. I got a referral to go somewhere else. So we got a referral to go and get him a new barber, but I didn't realize you had to call for an appointment. So they went, we didn't have an appointment. And so we ended up having to go back to the old guy. And I was like, okay, we're just going to get it cut down real low. He's trying to grow it out so it can curl like mom's. I said, well, we'll just get it low and we'll start over. He comes back to the car and it's still not right. And I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. I don't understand what's going on. So we are not going back to that barber ever again. We're going to make an appointment with this new person and hopefully, because Jackson came in the car. He's like, Mom, I could just take the scissors or take your little shaver thing and fix these hairs right here. Why do you have to fix the hairs if you just went to the barber place? I'm looking for the little edge up lines. There's no edge up lines. I'm like, I just paid real money for this. And there's no line. There's nothing. Like, what is this? Okay, we got to go. I got to do something different. So saying all of that, my son was looking unkempt is the best way I can say it. And I just can't have that. And if that means that I have to spend a little extra to get him situated, then that's just what I have to do. I'm not going to go out the house looking crazy, and neither is my child. I don't care how much I got to save or how much I got to do. Their dad sends money, and so I can allocate those funds whichever way I need to and not always be so overly concerned about save. I say that cautiously because this month is supplement month, so I'll have a little extra to be able to put back in certain areas and not have this big worry about where's the money and why is there no fluff, right? Because I need to make sure that there's cushion there just in case. So it's one of those up and down things. With that being said, a friend of mine is going to, she's going to do an experiment with us. If you're willing, y'all tell me if you want to have this or not. But my friend Olivia, she has a channel. Her channel is Relational Trauma 101. I should have had that already up. I could have pasted it for y'all, but I forget. Relational Trauma 101 is her channel. And she talks about, she's a licensed therapist. And we, this past week, we had our members meeting. She's one of my members. And we were talking about the psychology of money. Why do we spend the way we spend, or why don't we spend what we spend? What is our relationship with money and how do we get there? And so we were talking about some things, and she was saying some struggles she was having. The one thing that you never see me do other than maybe put a little money in my nail category is give myself allowance. And the reason that sometimes I spend a little more here or a little more there is because I never take money out for myself. Well, how is that fair to myself? Well, it's not fair because I always think, well, there's money here. Yeah, but you don't want to touch that. So you need to now give yourself an allowance, Shakema. But it's hard for me to do that because I'm wondering if I'm giving myself an allowance, now I'm taking away from something else. Why is my brain like that? Why do I keep coming back to this particular reasoning in my savings? Now, before we go any further, I want to say this. Every bill is paid. Every single bill is paid. There's nothing that's not paid. I know those two little sinking funds. I just have to put a few, it's $30 maybe to sink those funds. And we're going to be straight with those. A couple of my affiliate things are on hold for now. We totally let go of one brand. So, I'm just living off what God has given us that's coming in for the paycheck, and then what Dad sends. And that's just kind of how we live in life. It's all going to be well. But she's going to help me to go through why I think about money the way I think about it, and then help me to put practices into place that's going to not make me feel any type of anxiety when I need to do something that's not on my sheet, or I need to add something to the sheet. I've been doing this for a long time and we pretty much stick to where we are, but I need to be moving in the forwardest direction as far as these baby steps are concerned, because you can't always stay at baby step 1. You can't even stay at baby step 2. I'm past that. So we got to, if I'm past baby step 2 and I've been on baby step 3 now for the past, 10 years. Okay, Shakema, you ever going to get off baby step number 3? Well, at current, I am not off baby step number 3, but I do so many of the other steps. So she's going to help me. And I thought I would have her on so you all can see how she's walking me through this little exercise on why I do the things I do. So if you're interested in that, it's going to be in the next couple of weeks. I have some homework first. She gave me some homework. I got to go back and look at 3 months worth of my debits, checking account thingies to see where I'm spending my money. And then she's going to help me. She's going to therapize me to figure out why I do the things I do. And they'll be able to ask questions and different things. And if anybody's interested in her little system, then she will be able to share that with us as a group. But I want to know why I do the things that I do. Okay, that was another thing. What else was I going to share? I was going to share something else and I can't remember. Let me go back to the sheet. It always jogs my memory. Oh, I know. Yesterday, so I have a phone. I've had this phone now, I don't know how long. I have an iPhone 11. Whenever, and it wasn't even the new thing when I got this phone, right? So I've had this phone for a very long time. I went yesterday to check on getting another phone for my business because I'm either going to get a camera or I'm going to just use my phone like I've been using it, but I need a better camera with the phone. The other thing is, if I need people to have my number to call me, I want to be able to give them my business number just for business. So I went to check yesterday to see what the deal was on getting another line for my business. And it can work. It can work out. The only issue that I'm going to have, and this didn't hit me till after I left, I didn't make any decisions yesterday. I just got information. If I get a different phone line, it's going to set up a different iCloud account. And what I need to do is I need to move my YouTube stuff from here. I need to move my editing software from here. I need to move my Facebook from here. And all of my like work stuff, I need to move it over to the new phone, but it's going to pull in a new account. So everything I've paid for, like my editing software and all that, it's not going to move over because it's a new iCloud. And I'm going to end up having to pay for it again, even though I won't be using it over here. Right. So what the lady told me that she could do, and I told her I had to check with my daughter to make sure, because I don't want to make Shamika's the primary person on the account, and I don't want to make any changes without her necessary say so, because I want to make sure I'm doing right. I can get a phone that will help me do my editing. And it's actually, I have 256 memory here. I need 512 or 1 terabyte. I need 512 or 1 terabyte, honestly. So I can get another phone that will allow me to have 2 numbers attached to that one phone. So then I can move my iCloud stuff over so I don't have to pay again for those apps that are paid apps. And I can give out my working number and have people call or text on that number versus my regular number. And then I'm not being responsible for 2 phones plus my work phone, because I have my job. I have a third phone because I'm mobile. I travel between schools. And so because that is the case, I have a work phone. So y'all chime in and let me know what y'all think about that. It would be not a bad deal, because I went through to make sure it wouldn't be any more than what I'm paying for my phone now. Although I think my phone is paid for, I would be paying for the phone. It's like $22 a month for the phone. And I'm saving about $20 a month for the new camera category, which then would be that particular phone. So I'm thinking about it. I haven't made any choices or decisions just yet. I'm just trying to see what is the best option because do I want a camera that I'm then going to have to take the card out and put it somewhere else and do this and do that. Currently, I just use my phone, and then I just slide the clips into my editing software. I edit on my phone and I can upload, and then I come to my computer and do all the things, all the description boxes and that kind of thing. So that is going to be an incurred expense, but it still would be considered a business expense. So I just need to make sure that I'm making the right decision about that. Was there anything else I was going to share? Let me go back one more time to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. I don't think that I am forgetting anything. Rachel, help me if I am. I think that was everything that I wanted to share. So that, yeah, I think that was everything. That's the biggest thing now, is trying to figure out about the work phone. I did put on my list for my kids for Christmas. If anybody wanted to contribute to that, I would take that as my Christmas gift. Because my kids don't always buy me things. I'm not a gift person, but lately I have asked for a couple of things and they've gotten it. So I said, if anybody wants to donate either to the computer fund or well, that would be the new phone computer fund or the new phone, but I still would need a new computer because I do all of my typing in stuff on the computer, and I do this on the computer as well. So I'm still going to have to get a new computer, which I'm thinking about trying to, someone mentioned Black Friday, and then Jackson mentioned Cyber Monday. So I'm going to try to budget out for that. Couple of things that are coming up. We are having Friendsgiving at our house in November. Typically, I would have a cleaning service come in and clean deeply in my house in November right before Friendsgiving. However, I am thinking, because of the expense of that, it's usually about $400 to $500 with all the deepness. I could save that money. I don't necessarily know that I want to get up off of that amount of money. I can clean my own house. I don't have somebody clean because I can't do it. There are just some deep things, baseboards and all the stuff that I just don't typically get to. But if I want to save that money because I'm getting my supplement, do I really need to spend the money? So then it goes back to that. Think about, why are you doing this? Is it necessary? Can you save? My kids now are very capable of cleaning the house. So I'm not sure that, again, I want to get up off of those extra coins for having somebody to come in and clean. I'd much rather put that money in savings and just clean it myself. We're thinking about, well, I'll put a community post on, y'all can tell me what you think we should do for Friendsgiving. I won't tell y'all that. I hate being like this. But you see, oh, this is the suspense thing. I don't like suspense. I don't have time for that. I forget half the stuff if I'm suspenseful. So, last thing, let me know if y'all, now chime in on this. Y'all in the comments, y'all let me know. I am starting tomorrow a 10-day green smoothie cleanse. It's a detox. My body, I just need to get my body back to ground zero. I still feel like perimenopause is not being friendly with me. And I don't like where I am as far as the scale is concerned. I go up, I go down, I go up, I go down. I feel good in my body. Let me just be clear. I feel good in my body. I don't feel like anything is wrong. I don't feel any of those problems. But I have some digestive issues. I've always had those, but those are things that I do not plan to continue to have. I've been praying about it and asking the Lord. I said, God, you've helped me do everything else in my life. Why is it that I can't get this weight thing right? And so I was praying, and the Lord, this is what God had gave me. So I'm going to be doing, and again, y'all remember, I actually have a doctor's appointment on the 27th. So I'm going back to the doctor again. It all will be well. I stay with my doctors knowing what I'm doing. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing. So I'm doing a 10-day detox green smoothie cleanse. Is anybody interested in hearing about that? Because I can go live and just kind of chat it through every night. It's 10 days only. I already have my things, all of my things I need. I'm going to make my first smoothie in the morning. It's 2 smoothies. I'm doing the modified I'm not doing 3 smoothies, period. I'm doing 2 smoothies and a meal. So I'll do my meal at the end of the day, which technically I should do my meal in the middle of the day because that's when I really feel like eating is at lunch. I usually have my biggest meal at lunch and I just kind of snack around. But I do understand that that might not be the case for this next 10 days. So I'm going to do 2 smoothies and I'm going to do a meal at the end of the day. It's probably going to be something along the salady greens type of meal. I don't know yet. I'm going to have to plan it out, which is what I'm planning to do here in a little bit. But if you're interested, I may just go live and say, hey, we're going to talk about these green smoothies. I can show you, I'll show you this if you're interested. If anybody else is interested, I'll just show you this. This is what I found on Google. This ain't mine. I didn't create it. It's just what I found on Google. So it tells you every day what your smoothie is, right? So tomorrow is a berry green smoothie. And I've already gotten these things, except I'm substituting in the apple. I won't be doing the apple. I guess I could do an apple. I could do the apple. I have all of this stuff, right? Except the grapes. I don't have grapes because I didn't realize that was on the list. And so I didn't realize it was on the list and I didn't pick up any. So I'm going to be okay. I'll just substitute another frozen fruit that I got. It's fine. So every day on here, it gives you the 10 days of what the smoothies are. And so I think I'm just going to follow this list. And so there's the original shopping list of what you need for the first 5 days and then for the second 5 days. So I'm just going to go the way it is on the list. I'm not going to change it except the grapes because I don't have those and I don't want to have to go out and buy any of that because I spent what I spent today to pick up those things. But I got to get to a good place where where my body looks like I feel fine. I don't feel bad. I don't feel. One thing I have been dealing with though is like some acid reflux. I don't have acid reflux. So why is this here? I think it just has to do with me getting older. I am getting older. I'll be 49 on my birthday. I'm not giving myself an out. I'm working out every day. I did I work? I didn't work out today, so I got to go get the bike today. I did the bike yesterday. I'll do the bike today, but tomorrow, Monday, I'll go back to the gym. So typically Monday through Friday, I'm in the gym lifting, and then I'm going to add in 10 to 15 minutes of walking on the treadmill after my lifting. I lift pretty heavy. In October, I increased my weights. I started out with 3s, 5s, 7s, 8s, 10s, and 12s in August, September. In October, I increased to 8s, 10s, 12s, 15, 17 and a half, and 20s. So I've increased my weights this month. And so I'm adding in the extra walking. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to try to get a new smartwatch because my old one is not acting right, but I need the one that has it keeps a track of your blood pressure because I need to make sure that I'm checking my blood pressure. And so I want to get one. I found one on Amazon for like $49 and it does do the blood pressure thing. So I'm going to get a new smartwatch to count my steps. I pretty much am sedentary throughout the day unless I'm in a classroom, but I go and I lift the weights. But I realize that I'm needing to lift weights and put in some steps as well to help me, as well as nutrition. This 10 days is going to give me a jump start. I hope, I pray it'll give me a jump start to where I want to be. I think at current, I would like to lose about, let me see, 10 to 15 pounds, 10 to 15, probably closer to 15 more pounds would be good to be at where I want to max out at. And so this will help me. to just get to a ground zero and then figure out. I think Mediterranean is really good for me, fish, shrimp, salmon, those kinds of things, because I don't want to give up meat, but I may not necessarily eat all the red meats or the porks. I do like seafood. I'm okay with that. I'll eat chicken occasionally if we have it. If we don't, I'm okay without it. So anywho, I think that's what I'm going to plan to do. Just kind of come back every evening as I'm able. Tuesday nights might be a little hard. I might have to go live early because on Tuesdays I have church. So I'll try my best to come on and just kind of update you guys where I am, how it's going, and all the things. Again, I just typed in green smoothie cleanse, and it came up. I'm going by the list of what's on here. Anywho, y'all, I have a meeting at 7, so I'm going to pop out. Thank y'all for joining me for the budget. Help keep me accountable. Rachel always helps me when I'm trying to get my numbers together. It's like she got that. It's in her mind, and I appreciate that. I do realize that some of you don't necessarily like it when I talk money. Then these may not be the videos for you. I'll come back and talk about something else that you like very soon. I am going to actually try to increase my uploads, go back to at least 3 to 4 times a week if I'm able. That's just if I'm able. Seems like as I have worked this year, it's been harder for me to put it in during the week. Like I've been able to bust out reels over the weekend, but it's hard when I'm working during the week. I just don't have the time or the energy. And then add in going to the gym every day. I wasn't going to the gym before every day, so I could do stuff. When I come home afternoon, I want to grab a shower, I want to eat a meal, and then usually I'm doing ministry stuff. So it's just like Shakema's everywhere, and I need an assistant, or clone myself. I don't think I can do that, but So anywho, I'll do my best to try to increase those videos. You should get a video tomorrow because I do have some in the queue. And then I have one I need to edit to get up so that there's enough for the rest of this week. You'll get a grocery haul. And then if we get another child support payment, you'll get another budget update. And I'll try to do those on Sundays because usually it's coming in like Thursday or Friday. It used to be Tuesday. The days change. So I'll try to do that on Sunday right before I do my 7 o'clock meeting. Anywho, love y'all. Gotta go. Like the video, share, subscribe, do all the things. Let me know how your journey is going. I'm here for you. I want to help you all do the things. I gotta go. Gotta grab another video, another meeting. I will see you guys next time. Bye now.